Hello, baby. Hello, sweetie. Well, what do we talk about now? Um, about the jungle and how, among the things I observed, um, we had a rough time there. I say we because, um, as I said, we have the mental body, emotional body, physical body, and this the spiritual, the spirit, and the soul. So there is a lot happening in inside one person, and that is just only there is much a lot happening within and without us, within us and outside of us. So in the jungle, um, one, because of naivety and also someone's character. At that time, uh, I was born curious. Just I'm sure everybody else is born curious, and for me, it's like I ate 2 cats or more, or I just ate because the curiosity. Um, I have a very curious. I am a curious person. Um, So, finding yourself in the jungle and you are not even aware you're in the jungle, you're just moving and rolling with how things are going and the stage you are in. And now you're there, thinking everybody is free spirited as you are, is ready to explore stuff and things and everything and every corner and every junction of life. But when you are naive and you are curious, that's a very deadly combination because you just find yourself in places that you shouldn't. But right now, when I think about it, is I think I was supposed to be there for me to learn, because if I was not meant to be there, I wouldn't have been there. So I've come to peace with that. Like, there is no mistake in life. There is only experiences and lessons, and just it's a school, just how we want to put it. We are in a school, or it's a game, or it's just a jungle, just as how I say it is a jungle. So in the jungle, one deadly move to be in curiosity. If you're a curious person, just be ready to go to the jungle when you have equipped yourself. But sometimes we just don't know we are there. And one thing, if you have any form of trauma, any form of wound, you are an easy prey. That's an observation that I saw, because especially on the lower jungle, I haven't gone to the upper jungle. Still now in the process of, I've just completed several, not one, I have completed several, for me to be able to know that we have jungle season, we have desert season, we have winter season. we have spring season, it's because now I have seen the pattern. And if you get yourself in the lower jungle, and one, you have wounds, you have traumas, childhood trauma, mother wound, father wound, you'll need to work on yourself first. Okay, as well as when you're still there, because when you are there is when you learn, like, okay, you can recognize the pattern of if you are the prey or the hunter, whichever way that you are. What are you chasing there, and what is chasing you there? Whatever you're chasing will tell you what you need to work on in yourself. And whatever is chasing you will show you what you need to add on yourself. Is it because if it's chasing you, you're running, right? Where are you running? And if you're chasing it, it's running away from you. So why are you running after it? So I think it's a game. It's a game. Once you have noticed the pattern, it becomes easy to navigate through the jungle, that lower jungle. And once you start now recognizing the pattern, like it can be friends, the friends you have, you can notice a pattern in those friends. If it is relationships, like romantic relationships, you can notice a pattern in the kind of partners you attract. If it is work environment, you can see a pattern in the people around you, the behavior, the talk. Just the environment will tell you. That is if you are keen to look, and if you have decided that I'm not gonna be a prey, I'm here to move, to learn my lesson and move to the next level, right? So in the circle of friends, you can notice a pattern, how they talk, how they move, when you change something, how they react to it, and how you react to when the energy shift within the circle. So it's easy, and also it's quite tricky if you're not in yourself, and if you are not really working on yourself, because now there will be that push and pull, right? But once you recognize the pattern, because you are the constant factor in all this, you're the constant factor. And if you're the constant factors, you have to know that you're affecting all the others. Like, the results are determined by you. Yes, you are the source of everything around you. Because the pattern that you attract is not a pattern outside you, it's a pattern inside you. And whatever you see outside of you, it's trying to show you something that is inside of you. That's the trick. So, for example, you can be in a situation whereby you are friends, okay, or relationship. I think that's more easier than friends, because for friends are just friends sometimes, especially when you are not so much committed. So you just hang out and you do normal stuff. But relationship, you are more committed emotionally and mentally, and even sometimes physically, like physical relations. Yeah. So you can notice the pattern. If, for example, you be with this one person, yeah, for quite some time, how it started, how it moved, how everything began and how it ended. Then you meet the second person. You see the person, okay, how it began, how it ends. By the time you are getting your third person, you definitely you will notice a pattern. You can even predict how this one will go if you haven't changed anything within you, if you have not worked on yourself, if you have not done any adjustment on yourself. And actually sometimes it gets worse because now you have collected more trauma from these other two, because you hold the memories of the no, because your energies are now one, so you still hold the trauma of this one person A and person B, and now you're in the person 3. I mean person C. So by the time you're in person C, you can already recognize the pattern, and you can also recognize your state, like your mental state. Has something changed about you? How is your emotional state? How is your mental balance? How is your life generally? So once you are able to notice the pattern, you're good to go, because now you can know what to work on yourself. I have come to learn one thing: there is no one to blame, not even yourself. You're not even supposed to blame yourself. You're not supposed to blame the other person. You're not supposed to blame yourself. You're not supposed even to blame it on alcohol, because everybody is playing their role. Everybody, even that alcohol, is playing its role in helping you escape something, right? But now you don't blame it. You just have to be accountable. Like, okay, fine, yes, I made this step, I moved to the next, and now here is where I am. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It hurts. It's okay. I'm bruised. It's okay. I'm wounded. It's okay. Right? So you have to forgive yourself first. That's the most important thing. Don't blame yourself. That's another thing. And take accountability. It's okay. I made this decision and it led to this, it led to that. So what have I learned, and how do I solve this whole situation? Actually, there is nothing to solve. It's just about what have I learned about this situation. Because sometimes, what's there to solve, really? Because sometimes if it is not working, it's not working. If it is not moving, it's not moving. You just have to close that chapter. Pick the lessons that you have learned and move on. Clean your space, clean your energy, move to the next level of learning. Because it's just, as I said, however you take it, either as a game, as a school, or experience, exploration, it's how you just pick it. So if it's just like a school, you move from one grade to another, from one grade to another. So you keep on moving. The point of all this, I have come to see, is as long as you're breathing, you have to keep moving. Because that's how life moves. You have to breathe in, hold, absorb all the experiences that you need to absorb, breathe out, release what needs to be released, hold, take your time to reset, to refocus, to re-navigate as you now make the next step, right? Yes, that is if you are aware of what is happening around you. But for the person who is not aware and is free-spirited, baby, please Ground yourself for your sake. But anyway, if whatever you're meant to experience, you'll experience. Because if you're free spirited, definitely you're a strong person. No matter what comes, you'll be able to handle it, because free spirited people are more, I can say they have more capacity to hold stuff. And my observation though, and they're able to easily let go of stuff. So, well, they learn their lessons and they move how they want to move. So that's what I can say about the jungle. Navigating the jungle with awareness, especially the lower jungle, where you have wounds, people, because that place is, people mask a lot. That level, that layer of jungle, people mask a lot. Like, they don't like showing their wounds. But if you are able to, if you're sensitive enough, because also that I have seen is not everybody possesses, has that ability to feel things, or to sense things, or to just know what's happening around. Not everybody has that ability. If you have that ability, you can be able to see. But the problem is, if you have this, can I call it healing energy? You have a lot of healing energy and love and all that, because majority of people, they are not even aware of that, but they need the healing, they need the love, but they are not aware of that. They need to remember how to love, they need to remember how to feel whole again, but they don't know that, so they mask. And when they see someone with that ability in them, they tend to, instead of receiving it, they try to break that person even more, so that they can be able to, they can be on the same level of suffering. Sometimes it's out of ignorance, like they're not even aware they're doing that. And some have just decided, like, I'm broken, you're gonna be broken too. There are people who have decided that. That's what I have observed in this lower jungle. So if you find yourself in the lower jungle and you have the healing ability, you have you're sensitive, you're a sensitive soul. And that's why I had said empathy, sometimes it's a blessing and it's a curse. In that, it's a blessing because you are able to feel stuff, you are able to understand the other person, you are able to hold space for the other person. But it's a curse because, in its own way, because not everybody possesses it. And if you are not aware of how to protect yourself, you will absorb a lot of things in your field, in your space, that sometimes it feels so heavy on you. And many a times, all these people now, they are weighing on you, and there is nobody to pick you up when you need picking up. So that's why it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. But it's more of a blessing, of a gift, once you know how to balance it. Because most people who have the ability to empathize with others, to have that compassion with the soul of the other person, they have the ability to heal, they have the ability to love, they have the ability to balance. They have ability to balance the environment or the atmosphere of the place or the relationship and stuff. But well, you have to protect yourself. You have to protect your energy so that you don't overgive, and now when you are drained, nobody is there to charge you up, because you need recharge. And if you don't know how to recharge yourself, then you'll always be overloaded. And if you don't know how to let go, if you don't know how to recharge yourself, you'll always be drained. And if you don't know how to clean your energy, your space, you'll end up being overloaded. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.